Yo, and welcome back to the channel for another video. Today's video, we're going to be going through the submachine gun role, what it means, how to improve, all that good stuff. Now, I know we're near the end of the year, but this will apply to Black Ops 6. A lot of these skills are very transferable. So right now, I've got about 4 minutes of gameplay, and we're literally just going to talk over it. We're just going to go through, and I'm not going to be breaking down specific gameplay. I'm just going to be talking about generally the role. What are you trying to do? And then we'll kind of pause here and there, but let's get into it. So the first thing is, what is the SMG's main role? In a lot of these clips, what you're going to see is we're trying to be annoying. Okay, to simply put it, we're trying to be annoying. We're trying to cut lanes. We're trying to be annoying with our movement. We're trying to buy time. We're simply trying to be that entry player that gets shit done. That's the easiest way to put it. Now, one thing we're going to do and what we're going to start with is movement, because for me, it's the most important thing. Now, when I say the word movement, I'm not saying you have to be Joe or Shotzi. You don't have to do the most insane cracked movements all the time. Okay, obviously having a bit of flair and finesse is great, and it's very fun, and it's also important to add to your game to make it a bit harder. But what you're seeing right now, this clip here, is a perfect example. Movement with purpose. So look what we do. We jump across and we jump into cover. Okay, cool. So now the term cameraing, okay? So anyone that knows what cameraing is, anyone that doesn't know, will quickly go through it. Basically in FPS games, the term cameraing is when you essentially go around a corner by jumping or sliding or doing something, right? So right now, look what we do. You see how we jump around the corner? The player now, they're all pre-aiming me, but on my screen, I'm actually moving a little bit faster. So basically with cameraing, when you jump around a corner, like right now, they should be able to kill me, right? But on their screen, they don't see me until like now. Like I'm just really fast basically on their screen. They can't really react. Where on my screen, it looks very easy. Like right now, I could shoot this guy if I wanted to, if I had my centering on him, right? So that's the whole point of cameraing. You're basically getting the advantage by being the aggressive player around the corner. So right now, look, we jump around the corner, take out one. Then once again, we jump around again and take out the second. But that was movement with a purpose. So movement with a purpose is probably the most important thing as an SMG. Make sure you utilize it. The next one is understanding your role in the game. So right now, you're seeing we're cutting the lanes, okay? We're going forward, and every time we're in a situation, we are simply being annoying to play against. We are standing here like right now, look, I'm one shot. If I sit in this corner right now, what is the problem? The problem is if he slides around the corner, he's basically going to kill me 100%. So instead, I get aggressive. And look at that. Now, this is the most important thing. Look how I jump around the corner and I shoot him. You see that? He doesn't react to me, because when you camera them, when you jump around the corner like that, you're too fast for them. So make sure you utilize your movement. The next thing, reposition effectively. Look at this. Every time we get a kill, I want you guys to notice what we do. Every single time we get a kill. So right now, look what we're doing. Movement, being effective, getting a kill, repositioning. So look at this. Good shots, reposition. I get caught out here, but great snap there, great centering. What do? We reposition. Every time I get a kill, I'm going to reposition. Go back to our first tip. What do we mention? Movement, being effective. Look, I slide cancel, I spot him, I back away. As I back away, I shoot him, I camera him. Look at that. Always utilize your movement. Be annoying. Right now, I'm in a spot, I back away, movement, take out one, jump backwards, take out the second. So far, we've gone through 2 tips. The first is effective movement. Effective movement is very important. The second most important tip when you guys are playing as the SMG player, when you get a kill, reposition, because you're going to be up close and personal. Every time you get a kill, now look, we watch it, look at the minimap, they're going to know I'm here. So we go through and we're ready for the gunfight. Look, I know that they're ready for it, so I slide. I'm ready for a gunfight. Always be ready. Be ready, reposition, be annoying to play against. Look at this, we get 1, we get 2, we get 3, instant reposition. Look at this play here. We take out 1, as soon as we kill him, we're not gonna go through the same angle, no, we're gonna back away. Why? Because he's gonna pre-aim it. We're gonna back away, go through a different angle, and look what he's doing. He's still pre-aiming the same area, and we get the kill. So, first few things we went through. Useful movement, moving, being effective with your movement. The next thing, reposition effectively. I think we went through one more thing, but yeah, the next one is cutting lanes, being important, being aggressive, and making the other team tweak. Right, so right now, look at this in this situation. We are on the right hand side, my teammates on the left. They are basically on the point, and 2 of my teammates just died. So right now, I'm not going to worry. I'm going to simply wait here, wait for the first. Now, let's use our combined points. We get the kill. What is the main thing we said? Reposition after your kill. So now I'm going to reposition. I'm going to slide across, and look at that. I'm ready for the next gunfight. I'm ready for the next gunfight. What do? I use movement. So we're using those 2 tips continuously. Movement, repositioning. We're being very annoying. The next one is preparing for the gunfight. So centering, sliding, all that good stuff, and also map awareness. Like right now, we're going to be cutting the lanes, what we mentioned earlier, but we're also going to be centering. We're also ready for the gunfight. I want you to realize what we did here and why we did this. I knew exactly where he's going to come from. I knew there was spawning on the right, okay? So in this situation, if I was to sit here, what is the issue? The issue we have is they're going to push through the right, and they're going to stand on the right, like, lobby area, and they could kill my teammates. They could take them off the hill. We're giving them map control for no reason. So why not just push them a little bit, cut the lanes? Now, I know they're going to push these stairs, but the problem is I don't know when. They could come now, they could come in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 or 5. I have no idea. So as I close the gap, we're going to slide cancel. We're going to center onto them. We're closing the gap. We're closing the gap. We're closing the gap. I see him. I jump backwards. So you always want to make sure you're prepared for the gunfight. Same situation. We go through. Now I could sit here and pre-aim it, but instead I'm going to use movement. I'm going to slide past, and look at that. We camera him. We get the kill. So always be prepared to use your movement. Camera them. Be annoying. Same thing here. Look, we jump across. We get the shot. Back away. Just find those opportunities. The SMG role is so much freedom. You can just finesse, be annoying, and just don't be afraid to experiment. I always love playing as the SMG role because you can do stuff like this. You can go through, get aggressive, experiment. Look, we go across, we take out one, I slide cancel, we take out the second, back away. You could be so impactful on the map here. Right now, what you're watching is we're taking a flank, we're taking a route. My teammates are all on the left, so we're being another outlet. We're distracting them, and again, they go through, they're now looking for me. We go across, look, we take our time, we go across, and we pinch them. So when you're playing as an SMG role, just be impactful. Just make sure it's impactful as possible. Don't just sit at the back on a head glitch, not moving. No, go aggressive, go be annoying. Like right now, look, they're not going to check this corner because they're so worried about the hill, and I'm right behind them. Like, imagine how annoying this is for this opponent. Imagine how annoying this is. Now, as soon as we get the kill, am I going to stand here? Absolutely not, because his teammates are going to go for the trade. So we go back to our step 1 or step 2, reposition. Now look, we reposition, be extremely annoying, and now we're behind another one. So just make sure you're as impactful as possible. Right now we go through, we finesse one, turn around, we're ready for the gunfight, centering onto him, get the second. Just always cutting the lanes, always being annoying. Right now, look at this, 2 people down. We know one's on the hill. I know where they spawn, right? So what do? We get aggressive. Be really annoying to play against. We go through, we slide around the corner. Remember, we're going to camera them. We get the third, and then I reposition. Same thing here. We go across. Okay, he's on my right. What are we going to do? Back to step 1. Use some movement here. Use some movement. Use a drop shot. Same thing. Drop shot again. Just make sure you're not an easy target. Cut the lanes. Be aggressive. Use your movement. Just make sure when you guys are playing the SMG role, you are just utilizing everything. Now, it doesn't mean you can't take, medium range gunfights. That's also a part of it. It's about understanding what to challenge, understand what not to challenge, get your timings perfectly. The more you play, the more you understand your timings, and that's probably going to be the last clip there. But timing is also one of the most important factors. The more timing you can get, the better you can become. Because if you know, okay, cool, like right now, for example, in this last clip, if I know, like, as we go across, this one's just movement, but right now, look at this. I'm going across, right? It's search and destroy. I get one. As soon as I kill him, well, okay, let me back away. Let me reposition now. I'm gonna reposition, and I spot this player, right? So now the timing isn't on my side because he got good timing. So what do? I use movement to bail me out. Look, I slide and then I jump backwards. So just make sure you have different things in your locker. You've got a toolbox, right? I want you guys to think of it as a toolkit. In the toolkit, you got the slide, you got the drop shot, you got the jump shot, you got all these mechanics, and your job is to put the pieces in place, put the tools in place, use the right tools in the right scenario. And right now, there's absolutely no reason for me to do anything else here besides the drop shot. I see him. I could do anything here, right? But for me, the drop shot's the best move. So I go through and I drop shot. I'm not even thinking about it. Like, I'm behind cover. I'm not even thinking about what to do. It's literally an instinct. I get this kill. As I go behind cover now, I was like, okay, when I go left, instead of standing still, I'm going to drop shot. So I go left and I drop shot. I'm adding movement. Right here, look at this. We back away. We play it patiently. As soon as we get the first kill, what do I do here? I slide. Now, right now, what movement, what tool is the best thing to use? For me, it's the backwards jump. Why? Because anywhere else I go, I'm going to be in his face and he's likely to get the kill. But if I jump backwards here, look at this. If I jump backwards, I'm creating space for myself and I'm making it a little bit harder for him to kill me. So just make sure you guys try different things. Now, if it doesn't work, that's okay. Identify what went wrong. What did you do? Okay, you know what? In that situation, I tried to slide. Okay, cool. Imagine you tried to slide past him here instead and you weren't shooting him. You're like, oh, okay, why didn't it work? Well, the guy was in front of me and instead of jumping backwards, I tried to slide past him, but there was no space. There was no kind of area for me to finesse. So maybe that wasn't the best play. Imagine right now. Imagine in this situation, let me go forward. Imagine instead of drop showing, I slide out. That probably wouldn't be the best play. So right now, imagine I slid out. The reason why it wouldn't be the best play is because I would have slid out into the open. The reason why the drop shot was slightly better is because it's harder for him to predict it. And it just makes him a very, very easy target for me to hit. So just try and do different mechanics, different things, and see what works. Watch your favorite pros. Hopefully, you learn from my videos as well. Watch people like me, watch your pros, and just see what do they do well. What can I add to my game? YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and tomorrow I'll get an MCW video out for you guys. So I'll catch you guys then. Peace.